So dear friends, welcome. Let's start the stability of stability of half filled and completely filled orbitals. As we know that half filled and completely filled orbitals are always stable in their nature. Half filled and completely filled orbitals are stable. Then stability of a orbital due to the exchange of energy of the electron can be explained as follows. The half filled and completely filled degenerate orbitals have more number of exchanges and consequently have the large number of stabilization. Therefore, the exchange means in this case the shifting of the electron from one orbital to the another orbital within the same subset. Let's take the example of chromium. The chromium, which is having the two possible electronic configuration. Number one, that is 4s1 and 3d5 electronic configuration, and another possible electronic configuration for the chromium is 4s2 3d4. This is case number 1 and this is case number 2. Which one is the more stable, that we will explain now. This let's try to explain this case number 1. We know that 3d orbital is having the 5 suborbital, that is having the 5 sub degenerate energy levels. I make it correction. 5 sub degenerate energy level. So 3d5, we are not talking about 4s electron since the energy level is different. Therefore, this 3d is the only degenerate energy level. Therefore, when you write the 5 electronic configuration, 3d5 electronic configuration, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, there are 4 exchanges are possible. 4 exchanges by electron number 1. By electron 1. Which electron? This electron may have exchange here. 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 So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 exchanges are possible. Likewise that 3 exchanges are possible by electron number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Electron number 2 can have the 3 exchanges possible. 3 exchanges possible. 3 exchanges by electron 2. Electron 2. Likewise that 2 exchanges by electron number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Electron number 3 will have the 2 exchanges. 2 exchanges by electron 2, electron 3, sorry, and 1 exchange by electron number 5, electron number 4. Electron number 4 will have the 1 exchange. 1 exchange by electron 4. Therefore, the total number of exchanges is equal to total number of exchanges is equal to how much? This 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to total 10 exchanges, right? Now in the case number 2, 3d4, since we are not considering 4s orbital because the energy level is different, therefore likewise that the d4 electronic configuration 1 2 3 4 d4 electronic configuration, this electron number 1 have the 3 exchanges, 1 2 and 3 exchanges. So 3 exchanges by electron 1, electron 2 will have the 2 exchanges, electron 2 exchanges by electron 2 and 1 exchanges by electron 3. Electron 3 are the 1 exchanges. Therefore, total number of exchanges is equal to 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 6 number of exchanges. So, since the number of exchanges more with the electronic configuration, this one, that is 4s1, 3d 5 is more stable, therefore this electronic configuration is more probable. Electronic configuration is more probable. This electronic configuration for the chromium is more probable. For the copper atom, likewise that for the copper atom on the similar line, from the copper atom we can see that the total number of exchanges for the copper atom, the electronic configuration is 3d10 4s1, 3d10 4s1 and 3d9 4s2. These two types of electronic configuration. This will have the total number of exchanges like this, in this case chromium, and in this case chromium, like copper may have the electronic configuration 3d10 4s1 and 3d9 4s2, out of which one is the more stable. If you calculate the more number of exchanges, there are 20 number of exchanges for this electronic configuration, and for this electronic configuration there are 16 number of exchanges, total number of exchanges 16. Therefore, either result 3d10 4s1, this electronic configuration is more stable, and therefore this is the more probable electronic configuration. More probable electronic configuration, more stable electronic configuration. Since the exchange energy is released, when there is the electronic exchange, they will get the more space, they will get the they will exchange the energy. Therefore, since exchange energy is released, it decreases the energy level of the degenerate energy orbital, increasing their stability. These are called as the degenerate energy levels. Degenerate energy levels, those are the stable energy levels. Those are the equal energy levels are called as the degenerate energy level. Half filled and completely filled orbital, therefore they have the more possible exchanges. In this case, the total number of 10 exchanges, in this case total number of 6 exchanges. 10 exchanges are more stable, therefore half filled and completely filled orbitals have the more possible exchanges and more exchange energy than the other orbital. Therefore, half filled and fully filled orbitals are said to have the spherical symmetry, and that's why the half filled and full filled orbitals are the more stable than the other orbital. So we have to remember half filled and fully filled orbitals will have the more stability. We will take next the exchange energy. What is the exchange energy? That will be discussed in the next video.